Promoting public accountability and fiscal transparency are essential pillars of good governance, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. These are the words emphasized by Clement Mwafila, the Chief Regional Officer of the Khomas region, as he received food parcels on behalf of the government through a donation made by a faith-based organization in Windhoek.
What we do as a government, we emphasize the issue of good governance, referring to accountability, transparency. So in this regard, what we do after receiving this donation, we will identify a constituency where we will distribute this food. There, to make sure that your food is accounted for, there is a register where they must have a proof that they've received the food, and when they do the distribution, then you are also encouraged. We'll let you know which constituency is going to receive your food, and we always encourage all the donors that you must be present when the food, if you have time. If you don't have time as well, you can go and check where was the food distributed. Because in this register we are referring, there must be an earth number where it's applicable, the name, the contact that you can verify. Did you ever receive this food? And I'm appealing also to the media that definitely for the sake of transparency, you can still go to our constituency office and find out, and they will give you the register. And that food should have been signed for. That's what we can guarantee you in terms of the food distribution. Yes, and then there we are also abiding to criteria. Our criteria, it has been stated, those who are not beneficial in terms of the social grants, whatever government is giving, they will not be part of them. But then we give those who are needy. But we still also have special cases where really you can come in. When it comes to urban poverty, it's real. You can come and find an old man who can benefit from the social grant, but you can see these people are starving. In that regard, it becomes a special case. Then we'll use our discretion to see that we can help those needy people.
Oscar Hiskia, the disaster coordinator for the Khomas region, said that the donations, which include various food parcels and toiletries, will be handed over to hundreds of homeless people who are allowed by government to temporarily stay at the Khomasdal Stadium and the Katutura Youth Complex for the duration of the COVID-19 state of emergency.
The food commodities, plus the toiletries, including the toilet papers and the soap which is still being received, will divert it to the people without shelter, where we call them the homeless people, but people without shelter, people who are accommodated at the Khomasdal Stadium and the Katutura Youth Complex. These commodities are basically needed by this community of people without shelter, and there was a demand on it. And the donation which we received today will really greatly help and assist the government, and especially the people without shelter, and they'll coming to receive it today and then distribute it to the two senders.
Martinin Elamenji, a senior pastor from the Eternal Life Worship City, a faith-based organization, said that his church gave the donation to support the government in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic.
We went to work with the Sophia Orphanage in Ochomwise. We were in Oka Anja with another orphanage, and last week we were in Babylon. We feed, I think, almost 150 families, and now we decided to come and give to the government these bags of maize meal, cooking oil, toilet paper, because the government know the place that is most affected. And this is not the last one, because we are going to continue. Next week we are going to Grotthop, and the other week we are going to different parts of the country. We are here to stand with our government. The government will not do everything by itself. We need to stand together so that we can make a difference as a church, as a nation.
According to Pastor Elamenji, the total contribution made by his church in support of the government's fight against the social and economical challenges brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic amounts to about 100,000 Namibia dollars.